Yeah. Shadows moving, boroughs watching. Every corner's eyes, every street got a story. Shadow on the block. Don't blink. Don't slip. Step in the alley, hoodie low, eyes locked tight. Concrete jungle, every night a fight. Sirens screaming, but we don't show fright. Dark corners, hidden moves in the moonlight. Tattooed arm scars tell 100 tales. Every block a kingdom, every corner prevails. Fast life, sharp knives, hustle never fails. Shadow on the block, silent steps through the veils. Shadow on the block. Shadow on the block, moves in silence, hear the city talk. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Shadow on the block. Cold heart, street art, everyday watch. Eyes like hawks, scanning every lane. Friends turn foes, loyalty a chain. Cash and respect, currency of pain. Rain on my hoodie, night soaked in rain. Pressure make kings, blocks breed legends. Every corner, every street got lessons. Fast whips, loud clips, life in aggression. Shadow on the block, power and progression. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Shadow on the block, moves in silence, hear the city talk. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Shadow on the block. Cold heart, street art, everybody watch. Footsteps echo, smoke rising from the alley. Lights flicker, heartbeat racing tally. Nights alive, every corner got a story. Shadow on the block, never seeking glory. Hooded figures, shadows merge at night. Concrete floors, move like barely in sight. Enemies plotting, we move precise. Fast money, fast moves, pay the price. Life of the block, loyalty tested, stories untold. Lessons digested, every shadow hides a name, a secret. Every bro step, survival's a verdict. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Shadow on the block. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Moves in silence, hear the city talk. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Cold heart, street art, everybody watch. Late nights, bright light, city never sleeps. Enemies lurk, loyalty cuts deep. Ink on my skin, stories in the flesh. Block like street life, money in a mesh. Gunmetal shine, heartbeat aligned. Every corner got a plan, every borough got a sign. Life's a chessboard, move calculated. Shadow on the block, reputation elevated. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Moves in silence, hear the city talk. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Cold heart, street art, everybody watch. Shadow on the block, moving through the night. Every street, every corner, eyes on the fight. Step in silence, stay in shadow. Respect the grind, remember the borough. Shadow on the block, shadow on the block. Forever in the dark.